12th of September, I stepped into the theatre to watch the Kannada film titled Pailwaan starring Kichcha Sudeepa, Suniel Shetty and Aakanksha. Before I elaborate ahead, I have to tell you guys, especially Kannada cinema fans, that I wholeheartedly have objectively created this review without any bias of the already existing fandom behind Kichcha Sudeepa. The film, directed by S. Krishna, focuses on the life of Krishna, played by Kichcha Sudeepa, and how his mentor, Sarkar, played by Suniel Shetty, teaches him the ropes to become an elite wrestler. Without giving much of the story away, life throws several hurdles right in his face where the character has to reinvent himself, find himself crossing hurdles with former foes, and for the greater good, persevere in a sport that he has no experience in. The film is a commercial potboiler film that is dedicated to Kichcha Sudeepa fans, but I will present my opinion of how the film fared as a storyline. So here's me presenting you the good and bad aspects of the film, one after the other rather than in proper order, so that you guys can decide whether the film is worth it or not. Over the top. The film is larger than life and is presented in such a way that you have to surrender yourself to the world that S. Krishna transports you to. The pitch at which the dialogues are delivered, the entry of characters in slow motion as the imaginary wind appears to just style the character's hair perfectly. Krishna, the lead character, is not just a wrestler turned boxer. He is a superhero in many ways. Combat, both in wrestling and boxing, is not grounded in reality but larger than life. Each sequence transitions to slow motion cuts of the protagonist picking and dropping several characters. The character has the capability of making several goons fly on command just by merely pushing them aside. As Salman Khan can flex his pectoral muscles and rip his shirt off, Kichcha enters and there's instant fear among any resistance. He styles his mustache after beating up every single character in his way or dares to disrespect his guru. The film is catered towards the hooting and cheering of single-screen theatres. Individuals that are looking for a sports film which is grounded in reality will not receive what they expected. Commercial MASSY appeal. You have to go into the theatre to simply expect a commercial potboiler. Films like Dangal or Sultan that laid a lot of focus on the technicalities utilized in the variety of sports, or the most impressive international sports films like Southpaw, $1 Million Baby and Bleed for This, which focused on compelling journeys of protagonists, grey characters, with a lot of emphasis on the technique showcased in combat sports. Pailwaan is created more towards celebrating the star that Kichcha is, rather than spending time on the intricate detailing of the sports he participates in. The protagonist is written in such a manner that he can do no wrong. He is a brahmachari who dreams of only what his guru envisions for him. Since a young age, he has only thought of others. So more than just being hardworking and talented, he's benevolent and kind as well. So what is lost completely in this film is layers or nuance with respect to character development. What we as the audience have to do is sit back, relax, and watch Kichcha just beat up bad guys. It's a hero film. It's also just about Krishna and Sarkar, played by Kichcha Sudeepa and Suniel Shetty. The other characters that have some kind of relevance include Sushant Singh, who plays a privileged prince and wrestler, and a caricaturish, over-the-top rendition of a villain boxer played by Kabir Duhan Singh. And by over-the-top, I am not exaggerating. I will come to that super soon. Aakanksha, who plays the love interest in the film, has very little to do in the grand scheme of things. Before she ever bumps into the hero, she says, "I will marry my father's choice. He knows what's best for me." Going on to further say, "My man will take care of me." This moment, transitioning into the lead and her falling in love, is so fast and abrupt. You wonder why no time was spent on developing the love between the characters. Then you realize the movie is close to 3 hours long. So then you're like, okay, thank God for that. The actress is seen mostly cheering and hooting for all the ups and downs of our lead. Genuinely funny moments. The first half, despite being extremely slow and dragged, mostly spending its time in unnecessary gags, not really developing any of the characters, presents some hilarious moments. However, these moments are very few and far between, and most of them include the escapades that Krishna's best friend Pappu is involved in, mostly getting slapped around by everyone around him. He reminded me of a Rajpal Yadav or a Johnny Lever in Bollywood movies, a character that is solely meant for the jokes and gags and most of the time is the butt of the joke. The formula, however, when it is disconnected from the progression of the storyline, is an outdated technique that we as viewers have seen too much in the 90s and early 2000s. The MATLAB Kuch Bhi moments. With all due respect to all Kannada fans and their love for commercial movies, but I can create a full list of MATLAB Kuch Bhi moments from the film. I am not denying that Bollywood movies also exaggerate and have several MATLAB Kuch Bhi moments. I mean, that's one of the main reasons why I have a section on this channel. Suspension of disbelief is one thing, but this film in several moments took it to a whole new level. The villain boxer Tony reminded me of 90s villains of Bollywood, who we remember today as the unintentionally funny characters from films. The villain demonically laughs and kidnaps family members as blackmail and puts them in gas chambers. The boxer constantly cheats and referees merely give him warnings. Subtlety and technique in the sport is totally missing, and our lead character, with having limited to no vision as he's getting beaten up by the villain, can beat the villain with ease also. Nothing can beat, however, the connection our protagonist has with his maze. Every time it is near his vicinity, it gravitates towards him. He senses it like Jaya Bachchan senses Shah Rukh Khan in K3G. And in one sequence, I kid you not, it comes to him like Thor's hammer. The sequence made me burst out laughing. Lessons and performances. I will not discount two things that the movie successfully showcases: some earnest performances and a few lessons that will be ideal for a family-going experience. The film presents to us a very important lesson to be selfless, and in the process of achieving our goals, how we in many ways become heartless, having only horse blinders on, pushing the people closest to us away. We need to think about others. The most rewarding aspect of life being helping others, including our closest ones and even strangers, especially the less privileged and more motivated and hungry. The film showcases some great performances by the leads, including Kichcha Sudeepa and Suniel Shetty, who was very refreshing to see back in movies. Aakanksha was commendable in her limited role, and Sushant Singh as the privileged and pompous prince was menacing and extremely funny in moments. I just want to conclude by saying that this film is designed for Kichcha Sudeep fans. It is meant for you to forget about your hassles in life and hoot and cheer for the lead as he literally annihilates everything. It is created as if Sultan was created with the same laws of physics as Singham and the Bung. If you are looking for a compelling sports film which is grounded in reality, this isn't the film for you. If you want to enjoy a no-brainer but heartfelt commercial masala film, then this is perfect for that mood. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.